June 25th, 2014, from Estadio do Maracanã in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It was the 2014 World Cup Brazil. And in the second pair of matchups from the day, we had teams from Group E facing off. And in this game, it was France versus Ecuador. And in this game, France already had 6 points in the group, but Ecuador was tied with Switzerland, so they would need to get a result to match Switzerland, and then would have to come down to the goal differential. So Ecuador was looking to get, at the very least, a draw. They needed to get a win, really, because Switzerland would win 3-0. So Ecuador was in need of a win, and they needed to beat Switzerland in goal differential if they had a chance to move on. So this game was underway, and it was tight throughout. Even though France already was moving on, they were playing this game pretty fiercely. They weren't giving up an inch. They actually dominated on the time of possession, 60-40, and they kept the shots raining down on the goal of Ecuador, and they kept Alexander Dominguez busy as they fired off 20 shots, 13 of which were on goal versus Ecuador's 7 shots on goal. They had 7 corner kicks to Ecuador's 1. But in the end, even though Ecuador, they had excellent goalkeeping from Alexander Dominguez with 9 saves. On the other end, Hugo Lloris had 2 saves for France, but that was the difference. And it ended up a 0-0 tie, 0-0. But Ecuador, excellent goalkeeping, but they just couldn't muster any offense against France. And so they end up with a draw. They only get 1 point. Switzerland gets 3 points with the win in their game versus Honduras. France is the top team as they get another point. They already had 6. 1 point gives them 7. They move on as the top team from Group E. Ecuador is eliminated. They played their hearts out. It's a shame that 3 teams can't move on from a group, but only 2 move on. And so Ecuador, with only getting 1 point, Switzerland gets 3 in their game. Switzerland moves on as the second team from Group E. Ecuador is done. They put on quite a show while they were here in Brazil playing in the World Cup. But at the end of the day, this game ends in a 0-0 draw, and Ecuador will play no more. And France will move on along with Switzerland. And that's it from the 25th. And we'll have more games tomorrow, as there's some really good ones tomorrow. So check back for that. We'll bring you all the news from the World Cup here on Football News Now.